There comes a point where love stops reaching outward and simply remains. Not because it is hardened or closed, but because it has learned it does not need to move to be real. This is a love that stays present without asking to be understood, no longer reshaping itself to fit the moment or the response. It stands open and steady, unafraid of distance or silence, grounded in the quiet knowing that presence itself is enough. This is for those who have learned how to stay without gripping, for those who once believed love meant effort, accommodation, endurance, and who discovered over time that real devotion does not require self-erasure. You showed up. You held the line. You stayed present even when clarity was not returned in kind. And somewhere along the way, something shifted. Not dramatically, not all at once, but unmistakably. You stopped leaning forward, not out of resentment or exhaustion, but because standing still became more honest than reaching again. This is not withdrawal. It is discernment. It is what happens when care matures into coherence, when love is no longer measured by how much you can give, but by how fully you can remain yourself while giving it. There is a quiet dignity here, a steadiness that does not announce itself, a knowing that does not ask to be mirrored in order to be true. Some will misread this posture as distance. Others will mistake it for indifference. But those who recognize it know this is love that has stopped abandoning itself to stay connected. There is a difference between stepping back and standing firm. Stepping back is reactive. Standing firm is grounded. This posture does not come from fear of being hurt again, nor from the need to control outcomes. It comes from clarity, from knowing that love does not have to lean forward to be alive, and that power does not need tension to be real. This is what restraint looks like when it is chosen, not imposed. When strength no longer needs friction to recognize itself. Nothing is being withheld here. Nothing is being taken away. What has changed is the refusal to abandon one's own center in order to preserve connection. Love is no longer traded for proximity. Presence is no longer negotiated. There are seasons when love reaches, and seasons when it stands. Both are sacred. But this one asks for stillness, not as a test, not as a wall, but as an act of integrity. What remains when you stop reaching is not absence. It is truth. And truth, once stood in, does not need to be repeated.